Hello, my royal subjects. It is I, Princess Lindsley. I am in the kitchen and I'm wearing my cooking frock. Therefore, we are ready to cook, aren't we? Of course we are. We always are. Princesses love to bake. It makes everyone happy and people enjoy what we're cooking. And I myself can partake now and then in a little baked goods. Yes. So, first I should tell you a little story. There once was a beautiful princess. Her name was Princess Lindsley. And she lived in a castle, and she was trying to find true love. And she looked for every kingdom that she could find, searching and searching and searching for her one true love. She felt such pressure from the evil society that said, you must find true love, or you will wind up in the dungeon with a lot of cats. She feared this worse than death. So she looked and she looked, and she went to a very, very important spiritual witch who told her that you will find this magical prince on something called Match.com. So she went on it, and she found someone, and he seemed wonderful, and he put her under a magic spell. Unfortunately, the spell broke, and she realized that she was married not to a handsome prince, but to an evil, horrible man. He was a troll called Prince Douchebag. What was the princess to do? Well, she decided that she would find a way to get rid of this evil prince. So he went, bye-bye. And now the princess is by herself and so very happy, back in her kingdom, doing what she does best, which is making everyone happy. Now, I believe that all women can be princesses. All you have to do is discover your amazing power and strength and your beauty and use it for good. So today, we're going to bake a very, very special cake. It's called Let Them Eat Sheet Cake. Because what do we want to do when things are difficult or troublesome and the kingdom is all up in arms? We want to make everyone happy, and we make sheet cake. And we bring it to our royal subjects and we let them eat sheet cake. So let's begin, shall we? This is a chocolate cake because everyone loves chocolate, and if you don't, I will banish you from my kingdom. I'm going to start with all the dry ingredients and a whisk, which is pink, of course, because it's my favorite color. And we're going to mix our dry ingredients. So first thing we have is 2 cups of flour. Oh, lest me not forget, your oven should be at 350 degrees. And you might want to boil some water, not to boil Prince Douchebag, although that would be nice, but we will need some hot water later. Okay, so 2 cups of flour are going into my handy dandy bowl here. And all I'm going to do is whisk together the dry ingredients. So that, again, that's 2 cups of flour right in the bowl. Now we want to add 2/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa. This makes it nice and chocolatey. Who doesn't love that? 2/3 cup. So that's 1 and 2. Delightful. Now I'm going to add both baking soda and baking powder. Unheard of. What? Yes, we're going to do that. So I have got a teaspoon of baking soda right into my little bowl here. I'm going to bowl you over with happiness. I love baking. It makes me so happy, and the end result is cake. So what's wrong with that? And I'm also going to put a teaspoon of, half a teaspoon, ooh, I better watch what I'm doing, a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Right to the bowl. Okay. And then I want to add in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Where's my 1/4 teaspoon? Thank you. 1/4 teaspoon of regular salt. And we want some cinnamon. So I need a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Take off the top here. Oh, I don't have any help today in the kitchen. It's so tragic. But you know what? Every princess can handle herself. So a teaspoon of cinnamon right in there. Voila! Remember to put that top on later. If I remember, who knows? And we're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon. Am I doing 1/4 teaspoon? What did I decide on? Yes. I'm going to do 1/4 teaspoon of espresso powder. This helps bring out the delicious flavor of your chocolate. Now, I'm going to whisk all of these ingredients together very lightly. We don't want to soil our frock, although my servants will clean it later for me if I get it dirty. Isn't that nice? Okay, did I forget anything? I don't think so. Those are my dry ingredients. Now I'm going to start on my wet ingredients, which is a handy dandy mixer here. And I'm going to start with 3 eggs. Here are my eggs. Put this bowl aside over there, please. I'm going to crack these eggs right into this bowl. Sometimes princesses sing while they're baking. And little birds come, and all the lovely deer and wildlife in the forest come and help me out. What does Snow White know? I know much more than her. Now we're going to start mixing that up. Don't catch your sleeve in there, that will be bad. Okay, now we have the eggs, and we're going to do the sugar. We need 1 2/3 cup packed brown sugar, light brown sugar. This over there. We've got a brown sugar here. You're going to love this cake. Oh, did I tell you that it's a strawberry frosting on top? Ooh, which makes it pink, of course. Okay, what did I say? 1 2/3 cup of light brown sugar. I'm getting so distracted by my lovely servants that are watching. You want this to be firmly packed because that's how baking is. Very precise, blah, blah, blah. How does that look? That looks like a cup to me. 1 2/3, correct? 2/3. Here's my 1/3. I always make a mess in the kitchen, but I don't care. I'm not the one cleaning it up. My loyal servants will clean it up, won't they? Of course they will. Oh yes, I'm making a disaster of this. So much fun. I think the most creative cooks are the messiest ones, don't you? Mom, the queen, always gets so distraught when I make a mess. But she does love my cake, so she allows it. Okay, we've got our brown sugar. I need a pinch more, pinch more, pinch more, pinch more, pinch more. There we go, 2/3 of brown sugar. Now, rinse off my hands. Get my towel. Let's mix that up, shall we? Woo! Okay, 1 2/3 cups of sugar. Now we have vanilla. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Teaspoon is around here somewhere. There it is. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. What is baking without vanilla, darling? I mean, really, it is nothing. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So excited. Vanilla. And you want to let this go. I'm going to add the booze in a minute. I might drink some while I'm making this mix. So let this mix on medium speed for 3 minutes. Voila, that has been beaten very well. Beat it, beat it, beat it. That's what I like to say to my former Prince Douchebag. Okay, we're gonna now add a very special ingredient, mayonnaise. This is made by the nuns in the village. Yes, mayonnaise and cake, that sounds so weird, but it actually helps keep the cake moist. That is a word that some women do not like, but I don't mind the word moist. So I'm gonna add a cup of mayonnaise into my batter, into my wet ingredients here. It's a lot of mayonnaise, but it's gonna be very good cake. So don't be shy. Don't be shy about it now. Ooh, 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 ooh. It is a cup, right? Yes, I forgot how much I did put in this recipe. It's a cup of mayonnaise. Plop it in. Get it all out of there with your nice little spatula. And we're gonna beat this on low speed. Okay, now we're going to add in our dry mixture with our wet mixture and add a cup and a half, a cup and a fourth of hot water, which I boiled earlier. So I'm going to get that as well. Get a cup of that. Ooh, making a mess. We put in a tiny bit of the hot water and then start adding in my dry ingredients as well. It's going to be so delicious. You know when is a good time for cake? Anytime! All right, I'm going to add in a little bit more hot water, a little bit more dry ingredients. Just keep alternating until it's done. Patience, my lovelies, patience. Woo! Turn up this a tiny bit more. More water. More dry ingredients. More water. And again, dry ingredients. I still need another fourth, a cup of water. I'm going to get that. Where's my fourth cup? Where's my fourth cup? Some people are so exact in baking. I'm not that exact. I've got an 8 cup here, which would do just fine in a pinch. 2 of these is a fourth. Voila! And now I'm gonna add booze. I'm gonna add in a little bit of rum. You don't have to add in the rum, but darling, booze makes everything better. I'm gonna add in 1/8 cup of rum. Oh yes, indeedy. Woo! It smells so good. That is for island princess time later. Mix this up. And while it's doing, I'm going to spray my pan. I have this handy dandy 9 by 13 disposable pan. So I am taking this to a princess party at my friend's house later. Her castle is bigger than mine, but I'm still going to impress her with my cake. I have my Baker's Joy pan spray, and I'm going to spray liberally all around. Try not to choke on it. Now, oh my word. Now that that's all mixed, I'm going to take this down, and I'm just going to make sure with the spatula that everything is thoroughly mixed in before I put it into my pan. Oh my goodness, this looks already so delicious. Goes in there. Let's make sure this is all incorporated. It should be a very runny batter. Don't worry about that. That is just fine. The cake is going to bake up and it's going to be beautiful. Alrighty. Into the pan we go. Make sure to get all of it, all of that hard work you did. Don't leave it in the bowl. Don't leave your hard work in the bowl, my dears. No, no, no. Et voila. Stupendous. This is now going into the oven for, I can't even remember how long. 30 minutes. Off we go. 30 minutes in the oven. Test it with a toothpick to make sure it's done, and then take it out to cool, and then we're going to make frosting. Well, hello, my darling loyal subjects. How are you? Our cake has baked, and it is fluffy and delicious and vibrant, just like me. And now it is cooling. It must cool completely. You do not want to frost a warm cake, or you'll have pudding. So, I now am going to make a strawberry delicious pink frosting for my cake. Are you excited? So excited! Okay, I have some delicious fresh strawberries. It's a pound of fresh strawberries. And I've got a nice little blender here. And I'm going to take about 1.5 cups of fresh strawberries. This does not have to be exact. What's wonderful about frosting is that it's easily fixable if it does not go well. So do not fret, my friends. Do not fret. Putting in 1.5 cups of strawberries, and we're going to puree this up. La da 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 dee. That looks pureed to me. Okay, now I am going to do my butter and my other elements in here. I've got 2 sticks of butter that has been softened. This is salted butter. This is not unsalted because we like our things a little salty. You know what I'm saying, ladies? You know what I'm talking about. So that is going to go into my mixer, and we're going to puree this up until it's nice and whipped. Voila. Up we go, and on we go. Woo! Did you notice my kitchen got cleaned? My lovely servants came in and cleaned everything for me while I took a little nap. It was lovely. Now we want this creamy. Whip that up. I'm going to need a spatula. Who wants to be spanked? Anybody? Anybody at all? Have you ever been spanked by a spatula before? It's very fun. Okay, I think we are whipping. Let's scrape down the bowl and see where we're at, shall we? Who doesn't like butter? Woo! Woo! Oh, yes. Whip me, baby. Whip it good. Woo. I think that's pretty good. Oh, yes. Now let's scrape down our sides. And just love a mixer that does all the work for you. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm going to whip one more time just to be sure. Woo, I almost lost my spatula. With my tiara on straight. Like so. It gets a little askew and that is not good. Voila. Now I'm going to add in a cup of powdered sugar. We love powdered sugar. It's fluffy. It looks like snow, but it's sweet. A cup of that right in there. Nice big scoops. Oh, yes. Looking good. Now, what am I missing here? That's right. Okay, now I'm going to add in Cointreau. Oh, yes, indeed. Because like I said, booze makes it better. I'm going to put in a half a tablespoon of Cointreau. I love this flavor. It's a little orangey flavor. It gives your frosting a little zip. I'm also going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla. Vanilla always makes baking taste delicious. A teaspoon of that. And now, some Eye of Newt. I'm just kidding. Little joke for my witch friends. Okay, now I'm going to mix this up. Oh, yes. And now I'm going to add in, I think, another cup of powdered sugar. We want this to be very fluffy. Actually, I'm going to add a heaping half a cup and go from there. It's the great thing about frosting is that you can't mess it up. You really cannot. Because if it gets too creamy, just add in more powdered sugar. If it gets over dry, add in a little water, a little milk. And it'll be just fine. It'll be right as rain. Oh yes, this is good. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, now it's time to add some strawberries. I'm just going to add a little at a time, about a half a cup, not even, about a fourth a cup, and then blend it in and see how it goes. So there we go, probably about that much. And let's mix and see what happens, shall we? Ooh. It's turning pink. Oh, my favorite color. All right, I must scrape down this bowl because things are not incorporating. So I need to mix that up a little bit. Scrape, scrape, scrape down that bowl, kids. Oh, it smells so delicious. Oh! Wait till you see how pretty this is. I'm going to add in another half a cup of powdered sugar. Oh, I cannot wait to eat this. Woo! Okay. Consistency looks good, but I think I need to add in a little bit more strawberry. That's the nice thing about this recipe. You can play around with it and do whatever you like. Time to scrape your bowl again. Oh, wait till you see this. You're going to love it. I am going to add in a little bit more powdered sugar. Let's try about 1/4 cup and see what happens, shall we? So much fun. It's like being a mad scientist in the kitchen. I love it. Ah, baking gives me such great pleasure. Even if I'm only baking for myself, I will share it with my loyal subjects tomorrow. But for right now, all for me. Okay, let's check the consistency. Oh my God, it's delicious. Lord have mercy. That is absolutely scrumptious. What do I feel like it needs? Maybe a tad bit more Cointreau, but then I will also have to add in, obviously, more powdered sugar, which I think is okay. I'm putting I'm putting a teaspoon of Cointreau in. You can just go crazy and do whatever you like. That's what I love about this. A little bit more powdered sugar. And mix. We're almost done. Okay. Let's see where we're at. It does taste very strawberry-ish, which is what we want. We want it to taste like strawberries, but it's sweet. But I like the strawberries kind of cuts the sweetness, so it's not too sweet, this frosting. It really is quite delicious. Okay. Don't worry, my hands are clean. I like the consistency. And I like the flavor. Now I need more strawberries. I could just do this for days. Okay. I think this is going to do it. I really do. I hope so. Okay, it's great. Now the great thing about this is that you can choose your consistency. If you want like a very runny frosting, that's fine. Just add less powdered sugar. If you want it very thick, like a traditional frosting, add more powdered sugar. That looks good to me. Okay, are we at the right consistency? One final check. One final check. Oh yes. That is exactly the strawberry flavor that I want. I am now going to put this in the refrigerator because I want it to be very cold when I spread it on my cake so that it will stay nice and thick. We'll be back in a moment to frost our cake. Hello, hello, my lovelies. Oh, we have made cake. I'm so excited to eat it. So if you're going to have it for a party, of course, you will take your cake, you will frost it, you will serve it, it will be delicious. However, I am not going into the party until tomorrow. But I want cake now, damn it, now. So I'm going to cut myself a little piece of cake. But this is what you can do. If you're a single gal like myself, single princesses everywhere, yay. And you can make yourself a little cake. Because again, this frosting has got fresh strawberries in it, so you really don't want it sitting out. This frosting needs to stay in the fridge. So how convenient to keep it in a little tub, and then when you want some cake, you whip it out, and then you cut yourself a piece of cake. Like so, voila. How big do I want this piece? I think I want to be pretty generous with myself. I've been such a good princess lately. Ooh, this is so fluffy. Oh my goodness. And now I'm going to take some frosting that we made. Now remember, this consistency looks different than a regular frosting because you've got all that fresh strawberry puree in there. So don't look at it and go, what is this? It looks different. Different is good, my darlings. Different is good. Spread this right on here. Oh, yes, my lovelies, yes. Be generous with your frosting. Do not skimp on frosting. Now I'm going to take a fresh strawberry, maybe 2, and put it right on top. So it's all beautiful for myself because I deserve it. Oh, look at that. Chocolate and strawberries. What could be better? Nothing. Diamonds, maybe. Okay, let's try it. I need a spoon. Or maybe a little fork. Let's use a dessert fork, shall we? I wish you were here to try this with me. To die for! Oh my goodness. That is so very good. The fresh strawberry really cuts the sweetness so perfectly. And that cake is a moist cake. I'm devouring this and I love every bite. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Where have you been all my life, lover? This cake were a boy, I'd marry it. It's so delicious. If you'd like the recipe, please go to my site, ladiesinthepink.com. And remember, princesses are the best cooks. Bye, everyone.